Hey, how's it going? This is Michael Bremer, telecomquotes.com, and this is Ice Cream and Cars. I have tonight with me a very interesting story. It's a little different. I have Mr. Rob Duffin of Bee Smart Pest Management. Rob came out to my house because I had bees in my attic, and I didn't realize they were a big deal. I was going to leave them alone until I did some reading on Google and learned that the honey actually will create black mold, which is obviously bad. So Rob was talking to me, and he told me some of his interesting stories about bees and things I didn't know, so I figured we'd do an Ice Cream and Cars. So here we go. So, Rob, you were telling me about a woman that had a really interesting way she discovered she had bees. You want to tell a little bit about it?
Yeah, been doing bee removals now for over 18 years, and one time I had a lady give me a call, and she was sleeping, and she didn't even know that she had a bee problem until she got woken up from her nap from honey dripping from her roof right onto her chest.
It's like a horror movie, like the blood come out of the ceiling or something, right?
Oh yeah, I mean, imagine like just sleeping, and all of a sudden you got some sticky, icky, just going all over your chest.
Ooh.
And what? It's just honey dripping from the roof, and she had no clue.
I think I'd freak out and burn the house down.
Yeah,
like I'd be looking for a poltergeist or something.
Yeah. You know, speaking of burning the house down, one time I had a customer. I pulled up to his house, and the guy was about 80, 90 years old, living in Apache Junction, Arizona. And
beautiful Apache Junction, by the way.
Oh yeah,
beautiful.
Cactus. He's living out in the desert, and this guy is sitting on a little rocking chair, right on his porch. And I'm looking at this house as I walk up, and it's like toothpicks just burnt up. The whole house just looked like it was on fire just the day before.
Okay.
And I'm asking this guy, I'm like, okay, man, that must be horrible. You just had a house fire.
Yeah, why is he calling a bee guy?
Yeah, and I'm just looking at this situation, and I'm like, my gosh, I'm sorry that this happened. How did this happen? And he says, I was trying to smoke out the bees. I've heard that.
Excuse me.
I've heard that all you have to do to get bees to leave is just simply, create a little smoke.
So we're lucky I didn't try the do it myself route, is what you're saying?
Yeah, the do-it-yourselfers.
Oh my God.
There's a lot of stubborn people, especially when we get older. People like to save a buck or two. And bees are just one thing you probably are best to just hire a professional. At least somebody that has had the experience once or twice before.
Well, that's the reason I called you, is because I went on Google, because I'm like, all right, I'll go up there and bomb or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And on Google, they're like, you don't want to do that because they'll swarm you.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, that ain't going to happen. I'm not allergic to bees, but I'm allergic to getting stung 5,000 times.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And so, well, holy crap. So the guy burned his whole house down.
The whole house. I mean, half of the house was literally burnt down. At least 2 rooms, 2 bedrooms.
Oh.
And he's sitting there just in his rocking chair. And probably didn't care too much because it looked like he had about a year or 2 left in life. But
oh, that's crazy. So what's another cool story you got?
I
mean, bees are cool,
bees
right?
Just in general are just one of the most beneficial insects that the planet has. And, the queen, she can produce 3,000 eggs in a day. And it only takes about 28 days from the time the queen lays the egg until the egg is hatching. And then when that happens, overcrowding occurs. And then they create a new queen to kind of thin out the family. And then that's how you get all these springtime swarms that we've been getting.
Really?
And they'll fly for miles and miles until they find the right place, and they'll move right into your roof or your dog shed or...
Well, so, and by the way, folks, I made him wear his bee hat the whole time.
It's hard to eat my ice cream with my veil.
Oh, well,
First time I've ever done that.
It's my television show, folks, so you wear what I say, okay? So you were telling me another story. I got one more question for you, then we're going to wrap it all up here.
You bet.
So I read that they, when they opened the pyramids up, they one of the things they found in there was honey. for the the dead pharaohs, right?
Tuts too.
Yeah. And I guess they heated it up and tested it, and it was still food grade. So is it true honey never spoils?
Honey is just a perfect food, a perfect item. Just with nature and bees and just how bees are designed, honey, it's hard to ever have it go bad. It can get hard, through long being out in King Tut's tomb for a long time, but you can bring it back to life with just a little bit of heat, warming it up in the microwave, and
that's
it comes
amazing.
back to life.
Well, hey, this is Michael Bremer, telecomquotes.com. I got Rob Duffin here of Bee Smart. You go ahead and lift up your thing now if you want to show me your smiling face there. I think we've made the point. I made the guy work, do all this stuff, and do the interview wearing his bee hat. Thank you so much.
Gave me some ice cream and put me on his video. So
absolutely. Michael Bremer, Ice Cream and Cars, telecomquotes.com. Thank you so much.